Hi, my name is Dan. I'm one of the gardeners here at the Springs Preserve, and while we're temporarily closed, we wanted to bring you some tips that you could use in your own home garden to keep it looking healthy and fresh and keeping the insect pests away in a non-toxic method. So now that it's spring and everything is growing and the trees and the flowers are blooming and you've got vegetables planted, a lot of the insects are going to be coming out in full force. And that's okay, but there's some really easy methods that you can use with stuff you have at home in order to keep those insects at bay. One of the great things you can do is create your own pesticide spray using just dish soap and water. Now what I did is I filled this container full of water and added some dish soap. And if you have some rubbing alcohol, putting a cup of rubbing alcohol in that also will really be helpful, and it'll kill other insects besides just some of the things that the soapy water will kill. Now that's an indiscriminate killer, meaning it'll kill all sorts of insects, so you have to be careful. One of the things I use this on would be aphids or mealybugs, spider mites, a lot of the smaller sucking insects on plants you can kill with that sort of a spray. Like I said, it will kill a lot of things, so you have to be careful because it will also kill predators that are on the plants as well. So I only use a spray like that to kill bugs on my plants if I'm very sure that I have to intervene. Otherwise, if I see a small population, I'm just going to let the natural predators deal with it and I'm not going to touch it. Another thing you can use this pesticide spray for is cleaning your interior houseplants. What I've done here is just sprayed up a plant and wiped it off. What it does is it cleans the leaves, it shines up the leaves, and it'll also kill any insect pests that might be on those leaves. So you can use this spray to clean your houseplants as well as using it as a preventative to prevent houseplant pests from coming by. Another thing you can do is you can create reflective mulch. Reflective mulch is something they use in organic farming, and they can cover whole fields with reflective surfaces. You can do the same thing at home. All I've done is taken some cardboard and wrapped it with tin foil. I've used the shiny side out, of course, and what you'll do is you'll take these little panels of reflective material and put them at the base of your plants at home that you're concerned about. Your tomato plants, your roses, even under fruit trees, things where insects may be flying by and landing. What the reflective mulch does is it confuses insects in the air and they will not land on your plants. Another benefit of the reflective mulch is that as the sun hits the reflective surface, it bounces back, hits the plant, and now your plant has more light and will actually grow faster because of it. So that's something you can do at home that's really easy and very effective. Another thing you can do is plant around your vegetable bed or your fruit trees or your roses plants that are strongly scented, or like this marigold, that deter insect pests. These things will actually act as a barrier and the insects will not get to your prized plants. Thyme, basil, rosemary, a lot of the herbs that we're growing and you can eat are good herbs and good scented plants that you can put in your garden that are going to deter insects. Another thing you can do is you can use flowering plants like this lantana or this gold coin daisy that have a really long bloom time on them. They attract pollinators to your area, and a lot of these pollinators can pollinate your plants, but at the same time, some of these pollinators are beneficial insects which will kill some of the pest insects. So these are 4 real simple tips you can use at home, hopefully to keep your yard pest free and in a completely non-toxic manner that keeps your yard safe for you and your pets.